Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about DoorDash further strengthens safeguards against account sharing. So account sharing has been an increasingly challenging issue in the gig economy, especially with the number of people that get deactivated wrongfully or rightfully, and then people renting accounts. And there's a bunch of more different reasons for this. Having multiple apps for DoorDash, having multiple phones for DoorDash, some people working in teams, and now they're finally cracking down with the verification system, which is going to lead to more consequences for good dashers as well. So with that said, we are talking about everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for DoorDash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers and customers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. We're rolling out more frequent identity re-verification and new machine learning technology to better ensure dashers are who they say they are. We will now require more than 150,000 dashers to re-verify their identity each week. Our identity safeguards are combating account sharing with monthly deactivations of inauthentic accounts doubling since last year. Okay, first off, this is also going to lead to good drivers getting deactivated because the overall system is finicky in itself. Sometimes people get deactivated because they can't verify who you are, but really they are tired of you making more money, and this is a good way for them to cause the problem. Like, they need a legal reason to justify your deactivation, so there you go. Although I will say something about the way they said this was curious to me. We will now require more than 150,000 dashers to re-verify their identity each week. Why do I feel like that's a really low number of dashers? Like, aren't there millions of dashers in the gig economy? Why is there just over 150,000 drivers getting re-identified? I feel like they're getting a lot of hate for the number of people who claim they're Emily and then Steve shows up on their doorstep. So there is a lot more to this. Clearly, DoorDash has strong safeguards to help ensure dashers are who they say, to keep bad actors off our platform, and to prevent deactivated drivers from coming back. Before anyone can dash, they must verify their identity with a government ID and complete a background check. To prevent unauthorized access to our platform, dashers must also re-verify their identity through regular real-time selfies. You know, that actually answers a question. Does the selfie system actually prevent good drivers who are wrongfully deactivated from getting on the platform again with another account? And the answer to that is now yes. While no system is perfect, our safeguards are effective and produce meaningful results. Every week, our screening process prevents over 15,000 prospective dashers who fail to meet our criteria from joining the platform. Monthly deactivations of inauthentic accounts have more than doubled compared to last year, with 2024's deactivations surpassing all of 2023 by July. And each week prevent an average of 4,600 attempts by deactivated drivers who previously violated our verification policies from regaining access. Do you know how fucked this system is for not only bragging on how you wrongfully deactivate a bunch of drivers, and some of which are, yeah, bad actors, but overall, you're bragging about wrongfully deactivating drivers to actually earn an income. Way to just show that this company operates with such piss poor integrity and character that they brag about how horrendous of a company they are. You're not a college. There are colleges that base how exclusive they are based on the number of people they reject for their college admissions. Now you're bragging like you're one of those colleges. That is just so disgusting. Today we're sharing how we've stepped up efforts to prevent account sharing and unauthorized access to our platform by requiring select dashers to re-verify their identities in between deliveries, deploy machine learning technology to better detect signals of potential inauthentic activity, activity, increasing the number of real-time identity checks completed each week. Trust starts with knowing who is using DoorDash, said Brad Rostenthal, director of Dasher Integrity at DoorDash. People rightly expect us to know who's at their doorstep or entering their business when they order with us. That's why we're further stepping up our efforts to make sure Dashers are who they say they are and crack down on anyone trying to break our rules. Oh, that's a lot of bullshit. Let me quickly fix that.
Trust starts with us as DoorDash. Trust starts with knowing who is using DoorDash. If anybody tries to make a profit on our platform or tries renting an account from somebody, I don't care who's actually right and who's actually wrong. We don't like them. Get the hell off our platform. How dare you try to make money with us? So we're stepping up our efforts to make your efforts look as worthless as we always knew you were.
Yeah, that sounds about right. To me as a Dasher, this is really about fairness and making sure everyone is following the same rules, said Jose Lopez, a Dasher from Los Angeles. It's unfair when someone breaks the rules to complete deliveries that could have gone to a Dasher who followed them. The few seconds it takes to snap a selfie is totally worth it. Okay, well, first off, let's be as clear about this as possible. There is nothing wrong with trying to prevent the bad actors from being on the platform. The problem is that it's weaponized in such a way to where you not only wrongfully deactivate somebody, you utilize it in such a way to wrongfully deactivate them by claiming,
"We couldn't identify your identity, so I guess you must be a bad actor."
Now granted, I will 100% stand by my opinion where I say, if you are a DoorDash driver who's been wrongfully deactivated, why would you try to get back on DoorDash? A lot of times, people have found that once they started branching away from DoorDash, they made more money. They have volume. That's really it. Identity verification during a dash. To further strengthen our identity verification process, we've begun requiring select Dashers to occasionally complete a real-time identity check during a dash immediately after they complete a delivery. Previously, Dashers re-verify their identity before or after they start dashing. This new requirement will make our safeguards less predictable and even harder to evade. We have started to roll this feature out in the following cities: San Francisco, Orlando, Seattle, Los Angeles, Yakima, Denver, Boulder, Sacramento, Atlantic City, and Fort Myers. We plan to roll it out more widely through the end of the year and into 2025. So by 2025, it should be worldwide. Deploying smarter technology to detect inauthenticity. Leveraging years of experience and evidence, we've developed an advanced machine learning model to better detect potential signs of inauthenticity. Our machine learning technology will quickly and accurately assess the signals that indicate potential unauthorized account access, such as login anomalies, suspicious activity patterns, and inconsistent or repeated account details. If we detect a signal, we will require a Dasher to re-verify their identity before they can continue dashing. If a Dasher fails to verify their identity, a human agent will review the decision and take appropriate action if necessary. So if you guys were planning on growing out a beard or losing some weight or something to that effect, get ready to get wrongfully deactivated. Expanding identity re-verification. We've significantly expanded our real-time identity checks, now requiring more Dashers to re-verify their identity each month. Now, over 150,000 Dashers complete selfie checks every week. If someone can't or won't re-verify their identity, they will not be allowed to continue dashing. The past year's tangible results demonstrate that identity verification is a proven and effective tool to combat unauthorized account sharing. Importantly, we will continue to find ways to further strengthen our identity verification process in the future. And more politics. Hang on a sec.
Now, along with these people who are renting our accounts, we're gonna get rid of some smart Dashers who we are tired of actually profiting on our platform. Just take these no-tip orders or get wrongfully deactivated, you fucks.
Man, I'm not even getting clever with these anymore. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. Then you pay me. There you go. Look, I'm going to be honest. I think that this can actually be beneficial in terms of getting rid of those people who are renting out accounts or doing something shady on the platform. But usually what ends up happening is people who get wrongfully deactivated are people that are actually profiting, or some kind of system glitch happens and someone gets wrongfully deactivated that way. I'm curious on the 150,000 metric. Like, is that the number of Dashers who are actually doing shady shit on the platform? Or is that the number of drivers in those prospective areas that are actually profiting in terms of dollars to mile ratio and things to that effect? Is that actually the goal? Because if that's the goal, that makes way too much sense to me. Either way, I think it is wise if you are a gig worker of any kind to prep yourself in the event that they wrongfully deactivate you. Because again, this is going to be twice as often, so there's twice as much possibility at this point. And if you notice there's an uptick in the amount of times you have to re-verify your identity, you may be one of those people. That's why I am so much of a believer of diversifying your gig portfolio, developing an exit strategy, because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal. In the event that you get wrongfully deactivated because some system doesn't want to actually acknowledge that that is you who's actually being identified, how are you going to handle that? Are you going to find a way to sneak back onto the platform? They clearly are fighting against that too. They've literally said that, which is why I think it's best to diversify your gig portfolio. You lose one app, at least you have other ways to make money. And the best way to diversify your gig portfolio is through the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings, more live streams with high-level professionals in our industry, educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company, as well as other scalable opportunities. By the way, the Driven Wyld Discord server is kicking off their Dispatching for Beginners course, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get more opportunities. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy, because the gig economy is an income bridge, what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and you're looking for something with more growth potential and scalability, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started on making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh.